Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, is a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Football, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 1st overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Gone. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He gets away from one. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 102 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Hurts. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gone. He gets this. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideliner. Flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Right to the air, here is Goff. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
He's got right on the short throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
From the gun, here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking,
oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes our score 17-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Goff on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Tim Patrick, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 40.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.